Hey everybody, hey, Dave Tomorrow here, otherwise known as Citizen Dave. That's the DLA word that I've been, or the DLA name I've been given, so appreciate it, guys. Hey, this is an update, okay? I sent this packet out to nearly 100 people, members of Congress, DLA, DOD, the press, and everything like that. I've been having some really good results with it. I've got 4 newspapers that have called me. I've been on the Schmidt Show on Newsmax and a lot of other stuff. But what's really interesting is I just got this letter from Miss D. Reardon. Miss Reardon is the Undersecretary of Defense for Supply Chain. And she, I guess, she sent me a letter, this one paragraph. We received your documentation regarding the demilitarization of certain types of vehicles dated August 4th, 2017. Thank you for taking the time to share your concerns. We have reviewed the matter and determined the previous response provided by the Army and the Defense Logistics Agency were accurate. The Army, they're saying, is TACOM. It's not the Army. I've talked to the GF4 at the Army. They want to sell the vehicles. They think that this is wrong. But they went to TACOM instead. And just to let you know, the DLA and TACOM both work for Mr. Garrett through the supply chain that way, because it goes from Undersecretary of Defense to Jeff Garrett over here with the DMIL department, and then it goes down to DLA. He gives DLA their marching orders and TACOM, so that's erroneous. The vehicles in question apparently appropriately assigned DMIL Code C in accordance with Department of Defense policy and trade security controls. In addition, we have confirmed these vehicles being appropriately handled. We appreciate bringing this to our attention and trust you will find this information useful. Thank you for your uniformed service and your continued interest in the Department of Defense. Okay, great. Here we go. Trade controls restrictions. Here's the problem, though, with that. That is incorrect. Miss Reardon, I have all the respect in the world for you. I really do. You have to worry about aircraft carriers, beans, bullets, all this other stuff. I got it. But I'm going to tell you straight up, you're being lied to, because guess what? DITSA and Department of Commerce, Department of State all say, boom, supporting documents that what's going on there is completely wrong. And this is all their documentation. We've got other government agencies telling me that what you guys are doing is illegal, or that's what one agency actually said. It's illegal, and it's just nuts. And you go to DOD IG report 2005-031. DOD IG states the same thing. Overclassification of equipment costing in the billions. This is your IG, the DOD IG, saying that it was wrong back in 2014, and it's gotten worse. Okay, so my response to Ms. Reardon, I've sent this to her. You provided me with a letter stated that August 28, 2017. Please review the statement made by your senior DMIL project manager that was recorded and is now on the open internet and has been sent to members of the Armed Forces Committee and many other members. And that's the if you go down below and you do season 2 episode 8. Please watch that. That thing's taking off like a skyrocket. Please add into that the Department of Commerce, the state, have removed all trade controls with the exception of blackout light. All that they're doing is the single blackout light has to be removed before it can go overseas. Okay, that's a snafu, because that was put on there as part of the NPVS 7 goggle system, and on the other vehicles like 5 tons and deuces and Hemmets and all that, that doesn't have to be removed, just on the Humvee, which is weird, but whatever. If there are trade security controls, please forward them to me and DITSA's records. According to the Department of State, Department of Commerce, DITSA, there are no trade controls. That statement is 100% true, and attached document. I sent you copies of this document, and on the M997 and other unarmored Humvees. We're not talking about up-armored or anything like that, but they're supposed to be DMIL Code Q according to all the other offices I've talked to. So there are no security controls, and the vehicles are in fact ECCN 0 Alpha 606 Alpha vehicles that the head of the DMIL branch says the only reason why they're not being released is due to OSD. Can you please tell me why they are being coded Q according to DOD regulations 4160.28 volume 1 and 1 to 3? All right, and this is not a small thing. The audit report has over 340,000 vehicles with a retail, the money that can be returned back to the military, and well, the impact is about between $3 to $6 billion. Okay, that's how much. If you count of minus $2,000 for movement fee, DOD processing fee, versus $30,000 impact local state sales at auction, ranging from $9,000 to $75,000 per vehicle. Realized broker's fees equals about 15,000 vehicles per $50,000 per vehicle on the low side, which means between 3 to 6 trillion. $1 billion impact to the DOD and other agencies. Okay. This is a question. Okay, I'm just asking. We have the DOD audit report says that let's see. Funds could, and this is the last line of the DOD IG report. Again, DOD IG-2015-031. It says, last line, funds could be unnecessarily expended by over-controlling items that do not require DML. That's the IG's report. And like I said, this is documented from DITSA, Department of Commerce, Department of State, the guys who write the regulations, saying there has not been any trade security controls on these vehicles for over 4 years now. And if you need more documentation, I can provide it with phone numbers of the Class 7 people who are in charge of the items. So I'm curious as to what trade controls, when Mr. Garrett has personally said there are no trade controls on there. Only the fact that he doesn't want these vehicles released. So hey, thank you for your time, Ms. Reardon. I hope somebody gets this to you, and I'm not trying to be a jerk or anything. This is a lot of money that you could be returned. Last year you got what, $128 million? How do you like to have $500 million returned to DOD by following the regulations? All right, thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye.